I was hoping to get a closer look at these guys, but as you can see, they are pretty much straight on top of me. It's not really apparent, but we need to use this brochure right now. We could try to take them on directly, but they have a lot of hit points, and there are 3 of them. This is a very convenient way of getting around that. The only problem is that we don't get their gold. But, to be honest, I'd rather live.
A wedding invitation from Don Elrondo, complete with a non-negotiable gift list. Oh dear, this mailbag is all that remains of Jim Lightning Loftus, the fastest mailman this side of the Calabar Pass. I guess this is the ultimate occupational hazard, delivering a letter to the trolls.
Wait, is that his head?
All those trolls do have a strong family resemblance. This is what the real estate agent meant when he said the cave came with running water. Still, the trolls ate him, so I suppose the system works. Sorry, the bucket has rusted itself to a freak iron deposit that runs through the rocky floor. It's impossible to move.
I know that it may look like I know what I'm doing, but rest assured I am just learning as I go along. In reality, I have no idea what's going on.
That tyre is very loose. You wouldn't want to drive a car with a tyre as loose as that.
Step away from the tyre. Your life is in danger. This tyre is fitted with an anti-theft device. Step away from the tyre. Your life is in danger. This tyre...
It's one of those crank handles used to start engines on old cars.
This car does not look old enough to use a crank handle.
It's a '69 passion wagon. That's practically a classic.
Step away from the car. Your life is in danger. This car is fitted with an anti-theft device. Step away from the car. Your life is in danger.
Why, there's just a small hole where the ferry's crank handle ought to be.
Oh really? That was a very conveniently placed car.
The Shire closed. Ah, yes, I heard something about that. Black riders cruising the countryside, riotous parties, dogs and cats living together. It was a mess. It's a shame, because this was the kingdom's biggest tourist attraction, but that's what happens when the Dark Lord thinks you've stolen one of his magic rings.
Oh, we have a dog. How could a dog do origami?
Bark. 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 Bark.
That dog... Something seems a little bit off.
What's with this bark business? Go tell it to the tree people.
Bark. 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 Bark.
There you go again. If you want bark, you won't get it from me. I've got better things to do than to strip the rind off a woody perennial.
Bark.
You've got strong-looking teeth. Go get your own bark.
I don't want any barking bark. Bark. Bark.
Then why do you keep saying it?
It's all in the Hound to Hell training manual. Say bark to would-be trespassers.
Aren't you supposed to actually bark? Like this?
My approach seems to be working fine. Nobody's gotten past me yet. Bark. Bark. Bark.
But he's chained up. How can he chase us?
Bark. 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 Bark.
Okay, fine. He doesn't seem to be in the mood for this.
You have reached the gates of Edam, a famous town where the rich and frivolous spend their money and their weekends.
That was a quick daytime.
Now this is what we in the trade refer to as a wall. It's a simple brick or stone construction used to keep people out. People like you, in fact. These are the Edam Gates, no relation to Bill Gates, a man who's not short of a few gold coins, if you know what I mean.
Mr. Gate. Why does it have a name?
How quaint. Genuine traditional medieval lanterns with new energy-saver light bulbs. These lanterns are no use to you. Leave them alone.
Nice. They seem to have guns.
The gates are closed. Do not touch the gates. Move away from the gates. Any further attempts to approach the gates will result in this message being played again.
You can't come in. Yet.
Why not?
Because it's nighttime. All civilized folks are tucked up in their beds, not roaming around the streets.
Civilized people. I'm not one of those. I've lied, cheated, and stolen on my way here. And you should see the trail of corpses I've left in my wake. I'm not civilized at all, so your rules of admission don't apply to me.
You're right. There's a special rule for punks like you.
What's that?
Try to get in before morning, and you get a spear in your vitals.
Why a spear? He has a gun.
You can't enter Edam until the morning.
But morning will never come.
How come?
Not how come. Never come. This town is under a curse of never-ending night.
I thought this was a long ship.
I was hoping for a hint here, but there is none. I mean, I'm sure there is somewhere in that dialogue between those two characters, but I don't know where to find it. Oh dear, who drugged Timmy?
This beef, there's something pharmaceutical about it.
Hey, don't wake me up. I'm all barked out. Ain't you heard you gotta let sleeping dogs lie?
It's a deluxe stone tomb, air-conditioned, with a spacious interior, mahogany lining, and all the words "to my way" inscribed on the lid. It's a weapon. It's a fashion statement. It's a mallet.
A comedy mallet.
The ability to find a rock on a rock-strewn floor is really quite something. Truly thou art something special.
Thank you, I think.
Tremble with fear, mere mortal. I am the ghost of the sparrow, and you're trespassing. Leave this place immediately, or you will experience regret.
Will do. We have received a lot of warnings, but this one I will be taken seriously, because if we don't, then we die.
The sun sets majestically behind the walled town of Edam.
Yeah, what about that, huh? The same thing happened last time I came here. Some coincidence.
It's no coincidence. Didn't I explain about that?
No, you didn't.
I must have missed a bit. Here we are. Edam, a famous town where the rich and frivolous spend their money and their weekends. Edam is under a curse of perpetual night where the rays of dawn may never reach.
Any more information?
That's all it says.
Thanks for being so efficient a narrator.
That's why I'm here.
Didn't I tell you to come back in the morning?
But Edam is under the shadow of perpetual night.
That's not my problem.
No, it's mine.
Then we're agreed.
Are we?
You've got your problem, and you are mine. Go away and come back in the morning.
There is no prompts or any hints that I know of, but this is the solution. We just have to be thankful that they did not lock the gates.
The Hun Horse. These tavern names just keep getting worse. All the barrels are labelled UAC. I wonder what that means. The barrels are too heavy to move.
Tell me about Edam.
Well, it's a cheesy little tourist town on the western edge of the game.
I can't imagine why tourists come. And there's nothing here except, well, this inn of yours.
Which must be why I get so much business. Look at this visitor's book. It's brimming with signatures.
Do you want me to sign it?
Well, are you famous?
Not yet, but I will be when I've completed my quest. I'll be a hero of heroes. Songs will be sung about my exploits, and streets will be named after me.
Better sign the book then. Thidney? Not the Thidney?
The very same. You've heard of me.
No, just practicing.
Oh dear. The Queen of DeLorean has been here with Big Jim Slade. And this innkeeper looks very familiar.
Tell me, barkeep, why is Edam under shadow of perpetual night?
No idea, but it suits me.
Why is that, pray?
Perpetual night means perpetual social drinking and lenient liquor laws.
Give me gossip.
Well, the Dark Lord used to drink here every night, but now I hear he's given up alcohol and adopted genocide as his chosen vice. It's probably for the best, though. Drinking too much can be antisocial.
Give me gossip.
You know that Terrence? The weird magical guy with the pointy hat? He's come around here a few times and tried to make friends with our cat. Nasty outcome. Just goes to show you, you can have all the spell-casting powers in the world, but it won't help you stroke something that doesn't want to be stroked.
Give me gossip.
I hear that the guards of Edam town were caught sleeping on the job. Now we'll have all kinds of riffraff coming in here.
But that's just happened right, well, literally 2 minutes ago.
Give me gossip.
Now you might accuse me of trying to discredit my competitors with outright lies. But the fact is that the innkeeper in Flaketown rubs dirt into his customers' sheets.
Oh, that can't be true.
Well, okay, it's not true. I am trying to discredit my competitors with outright lies.
That's enough gossip for now.
These pumps are connected to a barrel of Satan Brew, an ale so strong that its use is forbidden under the terms of the Geneva Convention. If you want a drink, speak to the nice bartender.
We don't need a drink, but we do need a room for the night.
Lodging, please.
Up the stairs, door at the end of the hall. You know the procedure.
It's a do not disturb sign. It says, do not disturb. Can't you read? It says, do not disturb. There's something under the bed. Why, it's a lady's hand mirror. It's a small lady's hand mirror, and it is inscribed, "Property of Queen Galadrag, Queen of Delorian."
Oh dear.
A wedding invitation from Don Elorondo, complete with a non-negotiable gift list.
What is that list exactly?
He's just your everyday little yellow fellow. He's very friendly and would make somebody a good pet.
Somebody. Maybe a wizard?
This slot appears to be just the right size for a gold coin.
Oh, there's no use button here.
The lamp bears the inscription, "Stolen from the Holiday Inn Bognor Regis," inscribed upon it in ultraviolet runes. The lamp has been securely glued to the table, which has in turn been firmly clamped to the floor. Clearly, theft is not a stranger in this part of the kingdom.
It seems like we can kill this cat. But why would we want to?
It's a white sheet, not unlike those ones you see on washing powder commercials.
That's why. We need this sheet. So we need to kill this cat. This may be slightly repetitive. And as you may have predicted, this cat has 9 lives. There we go. That went a lot more smoothly and a lot more quickly than my test run. It's time to get out of here, but while we are here, let's replenish our spell points and hit points.
Lodging, please.
Up the stairs, door at the end of the hall. You know the procedure.
Yeah, there is only the tavern in this village. Before we leave this area entirely, we have one last thing to do. Now that we have this white sheet, we can pretend to be a ghost.
Hello, You must be my new neighbour ghost from the next barrow. I expect you've come over to borrow a cup of sugar or something, haven't you? Yes, of course you have. Well, here's an old cup-like chalice thing. Sorry I haven't got any sugar to put in it. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Ah, I see you've noticed one of the valuable antiques collected by the late king, buried with him for refurbishment and possible resale in the afterlife. I shouldn't mess with it if I were you. You can't carry all that. Look for something more manageable, you greedy thing. The words, "Here lies King Olaf the Ninth, undisputed winner of the Let's See Who Can Lean Over the Cliff farthest competition," are carved into the lid in large courier runes. This is neither the time nor the place to be wearing such a thing.
Goodbye, Timmy. Hope you feel better soon.